with the Los Angeles Rams. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Carr. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. Goff on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Woods, the intended receiver. For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4, 2017, big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the snarling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to run the heck out of the football. Marshawn Lynch, get ready. You're going to get a lot more touches. Now, on the defensive side, Khalil Mack, a heck of a representative for what you want from a defensive football team.
Go, go. Get set, get set. 694.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sam Shields, the one that got him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Hey, 734.
Here's Carr. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Here we go. Everyone got four down. White Monday down.
And off comes to Martin. Oh, and now he pulls him over. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Doug Martin, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018, their third season back in LA, a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better. And in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl, and they intend to go for it.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Louis. Ric Flair.
Now Goff on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Tell him. 76.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Shell.
Here's Goff now on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When the receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Starting left here. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On second down, here's Goff. Throw complete length side to Goff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mario Edwards busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw, Goff. Dancing to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Just beating the play clock is gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And now running right through it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys?
And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football. And will take over at the 24-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go. All right, get set, fellas.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
OP. Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rameek Wilson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Flex round! Flex round!
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Now you won. 5.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And the Raiders have got him. Take Carradine in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
6:37.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
12.
Play action. It's Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 44 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's the first NFL touchdown of the young career of Ronald Jones as his guys have now moved out in front. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Here's Carr to throw. And it'll be 2nd and 11. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr, and he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first, here's Washington. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw.
Well, so many times we look at a short run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Lynch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Out. Here we go.
On second down, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
808. Express.
On 2nd down, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
734.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds Roberts complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Here we go. Well, Jumbo. Express.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead.
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Get set, get set.
Richard on the toss. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Express.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Monday down. Express. Everyone's got 4 down. 7:34. 8:08.
Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Throwing now is Carr, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right. Come on now.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
There's a give to Lynch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Again to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Did they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Express!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and this is going to be incomplete. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Los Angeles, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener.